Now players, when you're having a crap round or even a good round, I love pine trees, and when the wind blows through these pine trees, that to me is actually the sound of heaven. I could easily live right under these palm trees in a tent or a cabin, and I'd be so happy. Just the sound of that is something to savor while you're out on the golf course. Not everything is about the golf. I'm just going to go straight at those pine trees, about 235 yards there. So I hit a 5-iron up there with an angle into the green from the left.
I got the angle right into the green to hit at the green in its longest form. If we hit from here, we are hitting to a narrow green. Do you see it?
Okay, so I hit it in the trees. Would I be short of those trees? Oh, what a shot, man. Holy hell, what a shot! I don't know if you can see it. There's a gap between the two buildings there. There's a short flat building there, and I'm aiming at that building in the distance. I don't know where else to go. Okay, water is around the green everywhere. It's down the hill. We don't know the distance. We're into the breeze, middle of the green. Let's get it done. Commit to the middle of the green. The reason I hit that in the lake, players, is because I looked at the pin just before takeaway and not the middle of the green. The last thing you look at before you go down to your shot is going to be what you hit at. So if you're saying middle of the green, like I said, the last thing I must see must be middle of the green. When I looked at the pin and came back to the club, all I thought was flag, and I faded it just a little. The wind's off the left, and I'm in the junk. So I went in just over here, hit the land, and then went in. I could probably actually drop up over there, taking the line of where it crossed last, but just went to the drop zone, whatever.
Well now, that's a setback.
Now I'd like to hit driver here, but I don't know what's up there. I know it's a dogleg left from the picture, but I don't know how far up we can go with the driver. That's a spanking right there. That's a beauty. There's a very tall pine tree there with no pines on it, and that's the line I want to go. The bunker is about 210 yards away. I want to hit it at that bunker, but with something I know will be short. So what I'm going to do is probably hit a 7-iron here, because it will never go 210. Now by my calculations, the 7-iron at that spindly tree to the bunker should leave me about 100 in, which is perfect for a lob wedge. We'll see how close to 100 we can get. Anything from 105 in, I'm happy with a lob wedge. Between 105 and 115 is a bit uncomfortable. Perfect. Actually worked out okay, 75 yards. Not exactly what I wanted, but sometimes You swing easy with these Strixons and the ball goes miles. Okay, now we're downhill a little bit, so I'm going to try hit a 68 yard shot, okay? With these, what I do is I just control it with the backswing. Now, I'm not very good at it, but maybe that's something you could use if you don't know how to control the distance with pitch shots. That feels like 68. Yeah, that feels good. Okay, that was more like 63. A little bit short. Now there are players who complain and say that I put the ball closer to the hole after a chip. But to explain that, I mean, look at that. That looks a certain distance. Then what I like to do is give you guys the down the line view, and look at that, it looks much closer. When I go further back, it looks even closer. If I put the camera down, it gets even closer. This is the error of parallax. I can't believe I have to explain this, but this is how it works. Now if I come back from here to show you the rest of the hole, a nice view, guess what? What does that look like? It looks like I'm a foot away from the hole. It's all the same distance, players. Get close. Oh, a little bit long. Okay, well, I've got one push of a putt down the hill here. Now this putt is straight downhill. These are quite quick. They've sanded them over, so they're quite slick now. I'm going to probably have to try get the weight of the putt just to about halfway. There's a slope about halfway there, and just let it trickle all the way down. If I hit this too hard, I could be right here where I'm standing. Turn now. Hey, hey. Should have. These short little holes, I mean, I could hit my 2-iron up the middle of the chute here, but then I would leave myself some kind of partial shot. So if I hit the 4-iron up there, we're about 330, 340. If I hit the 4-iron up there, I leave myself a 50 degree or 58 degree. I'm so happy with that. I don't want to hit something longer and then have a partial shot in. You get out there and we'll walk up and hit a P.
All I want on these short par 4s with no chance of going at the green is to leave myself a money shot, a 50-degree wedge from 125 to 130, a 58-degree wedge from 99 to 105.
Perfect. Yeah. Perfect, middle of the green. Oh, man. Good read though.
Here's a test of the driver and the shot shape I committed to. This is the scariest shot in golf for me. My mate, Oscar Bravo on the right, and Jungle River on the left, on a super long hole with not a wide fairway.
Okay, we've got 195 yards left. That's a 5-iron ski. Should be okay, huh? Not much danger. So at the pin with a little draw or dead straight, and I'm laughing. 360 yards, and there's no clue where the hole goes. No clue. It's just like eternity beyond there. So I'm going super short. I'm going to hit my 6-iron. And bear in mind, I haven't eaten food in 24 hours, and I haven't had, what have we had? Like a liter of water.
Yeah.
So I'm dying out here. How hot do you reckon it is? 35?
Feel of 35. It'll be like 32 with humidity.
Yeah, we're dying. Perfect. Okay, so this is how the rangefinder works. Hold it down, 180 yards. So we'll take off about 7-8 yards here because the camera is back here. So I've got 171. I'm looking at a very, very smooth 9-iron. Got 195 yards left to the final hole. I'm dying for a coffee, dying for a chow, I'm dying for some water. So what am I going to do in this state? I'm going to attempt the fade again. High hands, 5-iron.
I'm just a 4 handicap and not a pro or plus handicap because of inconsistency through lack of productive practice. It's easy for people to get a certain impression of how I play from my videos, but I would warn against that. The reason you'll never see my bad rounds on this channel is because I switch off the camera so I can focus entirely on playing golf and having fun instead of fussing with the camera, getting more tense and affecting the other players' games. I don't have the opportunity to put in this much practice normally. I had a few weeks off and was able to take advantage of the facilities close by. We did bunkers, pitching, chipping and putting, and showing someone else how to do it teaches yourself. It could switch off again at any time, but we ride the wave as long as we can. A big difference is also that I got quality sleep for a change, which clears my brain fog and I can focus much better. Players, hit that practice green. Do what I did, which is exactly as in the putting video I made, and you'll drop your score like a bouse. No BS. The stuff I showed you in that video is exactly what I do to teach myself putting.